Okay, I'm really excited. This is kind of a different video than I normally do, but I thought we would just junk journal. I have been wanting to make this video for a while. Just something a little bit relaxed, cozy, unwind. You could journal with me if you'd like to. If you don't junk journal, what is junk journaling? I don't know who started it. I'm sure it's been something for ages and it's just gotten trendy, but just the idea of collecting things that happen in life, receipts, invitations, cards, stamps, postcards. I'm trying to think what else you get. Labels, stickers, pictures, just any little like mementos really, and putting them in a journal to keep and remember. I love this idea just because I think for me, I've always been someone who kind of forgets to, like, I don't know, there was a long time when I felt like I wasn't really going out and living, so I love the idea of wanting to have a junk journal, and you can't make memories if you're not doing anything. So I got into junk journaling in March of this year, so just a fairly new hobby. I've always loved crafting, so got into that. The spread I'm doing today is my birthday spread. So you'll see all the things I've collected for this. I had, for my birthday, I turned 34. Didn't really want to do much. I normally travel when it's my birthday, but this time around I was home and decided no traveling this year for many reasons. So because of that, I was just like, I don't have a lot of friends and I'm really close with my family. I was like, hey, let's just have a movie night at the house. We'll have it outside. It'll be fun. What I'm doing right now is kind of creating a birthday cake out of construction paper and just these little like scrapbook paper, not scrapbook paper, but like different prints that come on this, or that come in these really small sizes, just little, almost like little samples of prints. This one is like this one just reminded me of funfetti or sprinkles, and so I was like, this is perfect. And then just taking pink construction paper and kind of creating the icing layer of the cake. I then took some red construction paper to make candles, which was tedious, but I think it really added to the entire look of this like abstract birthday cake. The theme for my birthday, although it was really, it wasn't really enforced, but like the invitation was pink, and the popcorn cups were pink, and just a lot of pink elements. And I don't know why I chose pink, but I will say I have kind of fallen back in love with that color. I probably haven't liked pink since I was a very little girl, maybe like 3 or 4. And then I remember I stopped liking pink. And I have seen this kind of going around on social media that like when a woman falls back in love with pink, it's her like inner self, inner child healing, her younger self healing. And I can completely attest to that. I think for me, pink, I didn't feel like I was pretty enough to like pink. I thought it was too girly. I was, a soccer player. So I think I just wasn't really into pink. And I love the color, like I would say like blue and orange. Yeah, but love pink again. You'll kind of notice it too throughout the video. Like my mouse is there, it's pink. You can kind of see the edge of my microphone, which is pink as well. But yeah, love pink again. Oh my gosh. So these little flames that I'm making, honestly, were so annoying. They're just so little, but what I did was I kind of created like a scalloped edge in the construction paper, and then when I finished that, turned it around and did the scallop edge on the other side, almost creating like an oval shape. No, almost creating like a leaf or an eyeball shape, or an eye shape, I should say, more of an eye shape, which was probably the easiest way to make them consistent as possible. But thought that was a smart way of making flames. I think later on I go ahead and draw like the little wick part of the candle and add like a bit of glow with a marker as well. But oh yeah, so the movie we ended up watching yeah, gotta talk about the movie we ended up watching for my birthday. It was hard thinking of a movie that everyone would want to watch. I was thinking maybe a new one. My birthday's in October, so I was thinking maybe a Halloween movie. But I went ahead and did Sister Act 2, which is a movie I remember watching a lot growing up, and I still love and sing to this day. So we went with Sister Act 2, and so I just went ahead and printed out the movie poster for that to add to the journal. And I'm cutting up there is my invitation that I made and just sent out to my friends and family. When I lay out these junk journals, I try not to overthink it. I can be both a perfectionist and very type B. It's a very humbling combination, and it's awful, but it can also make me both good at things and also have decision paralysis, but it is what it is. But I definitely chopped up this video so so it goes a little faster. There's a lot of moments of and planning and hesitation, so I use that little pink like gingham print because we had like a quilt out there that I found, and so everyone could sit on, and I had these like inflatable chairs. It was great. Some outdoor lighting just to add to it, and of course I had to get movie size candy for my guests, so that's where some of those labels are from, like Swedish Fish, obviously, and Mike and Ike's, the sour kind. I was gonna get chocolate covered raisins, but I don't like those, and I don't know anyone who eats those, but it feels like a quintessential, movie candy. Does anyone eat those? I don't think so. Just adding a few stickers. I think that one says "You're a Star," and then these, I forget what these are. They're like sticker prints. This one's, you saw me use the donut one earlier, and that one was a balloon picture, but it's a sticker. They're great. I love them. And then also, birthday movie night stickers that were perfect here. I love my like Instafilm Polaroid printer because I can print things from my camera roll, which is really nice. My mom was recording me while I was blowing out my candles, and the picture is not, or the video quality is not great, but I was able to kind of get a picture, and I just look so happy. Which is great because I was definitely crying probably earlier in that day and the night before. I feel like birthdays for me have always been kind of weird. I never had parties as a child. I probably had, my first birthday that I don't remember, and then every year after that I remember we would do Chuck E. Cheese with the family. I stopped having elaborate birthday parties probably after age 9, and then as a teenager, definitely no birthdays, or no birthday parties, or no birthday large celebrations. Obviously, I still have birthdays, you know what I mean. But and then obviously going into college, still, it was hard to feel like I was celebrating me. I don't know. I think I've always had this weird timeline for what I thought I would achieve and where I'd be at. So I think that's why birthdays are weird, because while you have New Year's where everyone is like, okay, we're setting goals, there's something about your birthday which feels like your own personal finish line, or like, I don't know. I think it's because it's your own personal journey around the sun. It's your personal journey around the sun, while not everyone's. Am I making any sense? But yeah, I was sad. I was like, I'm 34 and I still live at home, or I'm turning 34 and I still live at home, and I haven't had any serious relationships. I don't know if I want kids anymore. My career's got a giant question mark on it. It was hard. So, I don't know. Had a good cry. And then this ransom book I got off of Amazon is great. I cut out my own letters and numbers as well. And you'll see in that top right corner is my box labeled with all my letters. But I haven't been getting numbers. So thought this ransom book sticker note thing is perfect. So just adding a 3 and a 4 to kind of commemorate the year, or the age that I was turning, really. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed kind of just listening along and watching me create my birthday junk journal spread. I might do these maybe every once in a while, because they're fun. Yeah, I think later on I added stripes to my candles, and then of course I had to add kind of that song or lyric from the movie, which is, if you want to be somebody and you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention, which I feel like is exactly what I need to hear as I start my 34th year. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this and listening. Let me know if you junk journal. I would love to know. I'd love to follow you, especially if you showcase your little junk journal. Or if you don't, please DM me pictures of your junk journal layouts. I just love looking at them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and hit like if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you on the next one.